Hello there, welcome back to a convective nowcast discussion. And today we actually have had another enhanced risk across really much of Pennsylvania going into New York. And mostly this is for damaging winds, potentially widespread at times, but also that tornado threat seems, since we have some discrete cells actually that have been active, tornado threat is present as well as some damaging large hail. I mean, sometimes significant, few significant cases are possible. But take a look at satellite imagery. We'll take a look, I guess, the upper area. We see a pretty nice trough actually extending up into southern Canada. And I guess we have an associated shortwave trough that's associated with it that's been initiating storms throughout the afternoon today. And I guess we're seeing some quite deep convection actually ongoing across the region. And pretty cool cloud tops. Region probably like a negative 70, negative 75. 1 minute, we can go turn that on, and cloud top temperature is around negative 75, negative 80 even. So not really that bad at all. Pretty cool cloud top, pretty much representative of those strong updrafts. Probably given those really high instability values that are in place today. Yeah, we can already see that in place. Wow, a few thousand joules per kilogram. That's definitely a sign where you're going to be seeing some robust updraft development today. And let's mix Cape values. Not bad still. Take a look at that SKU-T maps, and that's looking pretty solid against steep lapse rates below. Probably seeing some damaging wind threat. I would assume there's probably because of those relatively steeper lapse rates in the low levels, I guess, probably due to mixing. We're probably going to be seeing some decent downdraft instability values out. Yep, that's definitely representative, really. And we could be seeing some really strong wind gusts, too, within storms. But take a look at what's going on radar, actually. We'll take a look at mosaic radar. And we have quite a few storms actually active across Ohio going to Pennsylvania and New York. Most of these have really congealed more of like a linear segments, and looking quite a bit better even, so not bad. Several severe thunderstorm warnings actually active. One of them is for Syracuse. Let's see these warnings. Producing around 60 miles per hour winds, a quarter-size hail. Not bad. We have a tornado warning even for those cells. Just to the north. We'll go a tiny bit closer in for that. This is just north. This is near the. I guess we could best probably within that cell. Pretty nice RFD with it. Take a look at waste velocity. Yeah, you can definitely see it within there, but it's definitely weakened with time. As we take a look at storm relative velocity, we'll see what's shown. Yeah, a couple that might have been present in there for a few frames. Definitely weakened a tiny bit, and don't think was there anything really evident in coefficient. Doesn't seem like it. Seems to be more hail, or yeah, this is definitely a hail producer to say the least. So that's probably suitable reasoning. But probably seeing really decent instability values. Let's just see. We'll go back, and I guess we'll see. Were there any special soundings? Hope there was. Yep. Okay, let's take a look. 90/70, quite a deep point depression, but we're seeing some stronger low-level flow. 25, 30 knots, and the 850 millibars probably around 25, and 20 knots, so not bad. At 1 kilometer, and decent instability, pretty, and we're seeing those pretty decent downdraft instability values. Steep lapse rate, dry air aloft supporting that damaging wind threat. Good for storm organization. Maybe a few tornadoes, of course, within those more discrete cells. So not bad actually. Today's not bad. So I guess we can take a look at photograph map. I think, yeah, those are some pretty big photographs. I guess that's presumably because of stronger low level flow. That's been around 35 knots right behind it. But we could take a look at storm trend. Yeah. Right ahead of it should continue to strengthen to around 30 knots. I predict from the wrap. So not bad. 500 millibars, yep, that's probably associated with that short wave. That's basically riding through right now, so not bad. Okay. Let me take a look at effective shear values. Pretty decent, 40, 45, 50, 50 knots, not bad. I'll definitely take that. That would definitely be pretty decent, but yeah, it's really maybe an isolated tornado threat within the most discrete supercells, but other than that, mostly linear segments will be capable of really producing those damaging wind gusts, potentially probably up to 70 miles per hour, as well as some decently large hail, tennis balls, baseballs, maybe large apples or 3 inches, so not bad. And I guess let's take a look at low level storm relative. 9 to 11 kilometer storm relative winds, definitely a lot weaker. Take a look at anvil level, and it's pretty weak. It's a tiny bit weaker with the storm relative. But using those just because it's a good discriminator really between factoring if storm will be high precipitation, low precipitation, or so. Appears to have more high precipitation modes available, so that's interesting. So we'll just go back to the outlook real quick, and I guess we'll take a look at. So again, we have that enhanced risk across Pennsylvania and New York, and surrounding that for a continued severe threat across the regions affected, and we also have a tornado warning up in Canada. Well, that's interesting. But anyways, again, the enhanced risk, and mostly for tornadoes. A few tornadoes are possible. Damaging winds, potentially. I wouldn't be surprised if it's widespread at times, and some large hail, potentially significant. But that significant hail threat seems to be winding down a tiny bit more, turning into a wind threat with those bone segments developing at this time. So really, apart from this, really, and goodbye.